everybody, and I'm Paola and I'm gonna be your travel advisor in one of the most amazing places of the world, Sierra Leone. If you wanna know the truth, I never have been there, but since I was child, I have wished going there and I have researched a lot about it. So just relax and trust me.
Sierra Leone is located in West Africa, on the equator line. That's why this land has a wide diversity of environments like rainforest, savannas, and beaches. But in general, this country has a tropical climate that makes it seem to paradise. Let's look some of the awesome landscapes you can visit there. Turtle Islands is a group of 8 islands of the southwest peninsula habited by fishing communities. From Sierra Leone's capital city, it can take at least 3 hours by speedboat. There's a basic conservation society guest house where you can stay, or if you want, you also can pitch a tent. A boat trip to various islands is recommended as is swimming and fishing with local fishermen. The water and air is clean and fresh, which makes swimming a truly pleasurable experience. Diving and snorkeling are super up at the Banana Islands. There is some coral and one of the shipwrecks left a pile of Portuguese canoes in shallow water. On the northern tip of the main Banana Island, there are the remains of an 1881 church and the old slave docks. River number 2 is one of Sierra Leone's finest white sand beaches backed by luscious tree-covered mountains that slope down to the sea. If you want to feel like a supermodel or like an actor, you can visit Tokyo Beach, the place frequented by famous people in the 1980s. Buns Island was established in 1670 and became the largest British slave castle in West Africa. Tens of thousands of slaves were exported against their will from Africa to work in rice plantations in North America and the West Indies through this island. It was finally closed down in 1808 by the British Parliament, but the chains, cells, and structure where those prisoner slave captives were held are all there. The US provided funds recently for its preservation. If with Buns Island's history you changed your mind about a pure relaxing trip and now you want to know more about heritage places, I will please you. I'm gonna show you some of the most iconic sites. The gateway to Old King's Yard, which now arches over the entrance to Connaught Hospital, was once the entrance to King's Yard, a temporary quarantine for freed slaves before they were released into Freetown. Located on Wallace Johnson Street, Old Wharf Steps are more commonly known as the Freedom Steps, as they were where liberated slaves first set foot on Sierra Leone soil. You can literally touch history in St. John's Maroon Church. This church was built by the Maroons who arrived in the colony in 1800 as black returners from Jamaica who were reputed to be accomplished stone masons. It's thought they converted to Christianity through the influence of the Nova Scotians who were already in the colony. Even if you don't want to ride on bus or going in small boats across the country, you can find a huge diversity of plants in the capital, Freetown. The vibrant and energetic capital city of Freetown is located in the western area of Sierra Leone, framed by the majestic Sierra Leone mountains rising behind it. The heart of the city, which sits at the mouth of the largest natural harbor in the world, is in the western urban area. The current tree is the landmark of Sierra Leone. It's located in the heart of Freetown. Its exact age is unknown, but historians say it has been in existence for over 200 years. It's believed that this gigantic tree is often associated with myths. It's also believed that the coron tree is responsible for good and bad fortune. Food in Freetown is varied. Typical local dishes include potato, cassava, leaves with bitter rice, crane, sawa, and okra soups usually served with fufu and jollof rice. You must know that a trip of Sierra Leone will not be complete without a visit to the unbelievable nature and wildlife attractions like Takugama Chimpanzee Sanctuary, home to more than 100 orphaned and rescued chimpanzees, the Sierra Leone's green diamond called Gola Forest Reserve, the Outamba Kilimi National Park, and the Bambuna Falls.
Well, my friends, the tour ends here. I hope you have enjoyed a lot this small trip. If you want to know more about this wonderful place, just drop me a line. See you in Sierra Leone!